Where's that treasure map?
Arg, what's up everybody? It's the Pirate Stacker coming at you. It is Thursday, and it's incredible. I'm going to tell you what a great day this is. This is Thursday the 29th. On Saturday, December 17th, I submitted my 10 coins to be graded to ICG while I was down at the show in Lakeland. I submitted them 12 days ago, and they shipped out to me 2 days ago, just after 10 days of them having them. 12 days total later, they arrived at my door. 12 days. These coins were graded in 12 days. I'm impressed. If we're talking service, ICG was the last ones to get a submission. They're the first ones back. Now, I've got a lot to talk about, and there is some surprises in here and some disappointments. I'll be perfectly honest. Going into this, I do have to preface this. Starting out, I submitted to PCGS, then NGC, then Annex, then ICG. My nicest coins went out in that order. So PCGS, then NGC, then Annex, then ICG. So ICG was the bottom of the barrel. They were the coins that I would have never graded normally. Let's just say that. Now, I did not submit them thinking I was going to get cleaned or details or any of those. I wouldn't have bothered to have submitted them, truthfully. You know, but to my untrained eye, they all look good. And several of these I bought specifically to submit from a guy that said that will straight grade. And they didn't. So let's dive in. Let's take a look. Let's see what the successes are and the failures and what that leads me to. And I'm going to just slide it aside here so we can see what we're working with. This was the initial list of coins, and I'm going to talk about it because there's lots to talk about. All right, first off, am I excited? You bet I'm excited. I'm pumped. This is like Christmas. Getting your submissions back, absolutely incredible. Let's start at the front. Boom. This is an 1857 seated half dime H10, and it's straight graded. We got a VF 20, very fine 20. Look at the back. Also good. It looks like I'm fogging up. If you can't see it, I'm sorry. This is a nice coin. So this coin, for reference, cost me $25. I predicted it would be a fair 15. It got a very fine 20, VF 20. That's excellent. And the value for that ends up being, I believe it was $60. Now, in this particular case, I totaled it. I think it's probably worth $50 in the ICG holder. The cheaper coins, I think, can still have a good buyer's market. This is a success for me. This makes me very happy. So that's a plus. That is a better than I guessed, right? So that ain't bad. Next up, boom, 1872, half dime seated. Whizzed and scratched. Now this one, I was hoping for a VF 20. It got a VF 35. Had it not been whizzed and scratched, we'd have been in good shape. 1872, seated half dime. It is a beauty. I think I underestimated it. Value-wise, what do I think? Well, at a 35, this coin was an $85 coin on PCGS's app. I'd have knocked off $20 probably. But whizzed and details, whizzed and scratch, you know, I think that this is probably a $30 coin at this point. Cost me $25. That's not great. 30 on a 25. You know, it's a nice coin. That's a learning lesson. I didn't even know what Whizzed is. Apparently Whizzed is buffed and buffed and shined or something like that. I think it's with the indication that it's been cleaned, maybe with a machine. I don't know, but definitely disappointing. Next up. Boom! My good buddy Aaron sent me this coin for free. This was an 1877 Carson City seated dime. It did straight grade, AG3. Now this one I predicted a G6. I have to tell you, everybody was like, yo, ICG, they suck, they this, they that. They overgrade everything. That's not the case I'm seeing with my particular order. Now, I do also need to say, these slabs are nice. They are nice. I am happy to have these in my collection. So very cool. Now, this coin really lists out at 20 bucks. It's a 3. If it had been a 2, it'd be worth more. A 1, even more. But a 3, 20 bucks. It is a Carson City. I think I'll get 20 bucks for that just because of what it is. I don't feel bad about that. It's a straight grade. This, on the other hand, feels a little bad. 1891. I predicted it as a VF20. It came back as a fair 15. I paid 15 bucks for it. This is cleaned with corrosion spots. That's a bummer. I didn't notice any corrosion spots. Maybe that's the black in there and magnified. You know, maybe that's the corrosion. I could definitely see how that could be cleaned. I was reaching. You know, it would have been nice to have gotten a straight grade. As it is, I think this is probably a $20 coin. You know, I'll probably be able to move it for 20 bucks. I'm into it 15. Plus, I'm into it another $12.50, so I'm into it $27.50. This is a losing venture on that coin. Let's get this guy. This one I'm actually pretty thrilled about. This is an 1820, 1 cent, terrible condition coin. It got a straight AG3. So that's cool. I was looking to preserve this coin. 1820, it's an AG3. You could barely make the date out. For my purposes, this will be one that I keep in the collection, and I'm happy to have it. It's a straight graded coin, and that makes me pleased. I think that's probably a $30 coin. If I were to try to sell it in the slab as it sits, you know, I paid 20 for it. And now I'm into it $12.50 more. I'm into it $32.50. I think it's a $30 coin. You're going to see that we've got several losses stacking up. Let's go to the next one. 1893 down here. AU 53 details. Now this is disappointing. This is my Colombian Expo. And this one had some cool toning. Now, I'm not surprised it's cleaned because honestly, it has a really nice tone around the outside. I think I was wishful thinking that it was going to come back better than it did. It is what it is. I like the straight grade. Now, I do have a chance. I do have another Colombian Expo in the annex order. So there is a chance I get a straight grade out of that one. This coin cost me 14 bucks. In a clean slab as an AU53, this is probably a $20 slab. This one's probably a loser. I'll be perfectly honest. And that's okay. We learn from losing. At least I do. I've turned it into something good. Now this coin, I didn't actually send that coin because I was worried about it being cleaned. So I sent a different coin in its place. That was this 1903 Barber half. And my thought on that was I'm going to send this because then it gives me a set of Barbers, because I was trying to submit a quarter, a dime, and a $1/2 Barber just to get a typeset. Well, guess what? It's scratched. It got details. Good 6. You know, this ends up being basically, I'm into this coin, 20 bucks, slabbing it $12.50. This is probably a $12 coin or a $20 coin in this condition. It's scratched, which I knew it was scratched. I didn't know that that would necessarily make it to where it is unable to be a legit coin, but it is. And again, we'll put this under the category of we're learning, right? We're learning. It's not a loss as long as you're learning. So, good 6 with details. Those details are the scratches that you can clearly see on this coin. Bummer deal. Looks good in the slab though, I'll be honest. Next up, 1914 Barber quarter. Success. We got a very good 8 out of this guy. I'm happy with that. This was one I bought expressly to submit. And truthfully, it has kind of a cool tone in the middle. I didn't know if this would straight grade. So there were several questionable coins. There's the back of it. And honestly, for a good 8, I guess it's a G8, yeah. Oh, VG8. For a very good 8, I think it's a nice condition coin. It's a good example. I paid $9 for the coin, $12.50 of course. I think this is probably worth 25 bucks. This one has a profit. That's good. If I sit on it long enough, it'd be even more of a profit, right? Next up, 1911D. Boom, details. Scratched. They didn't like the scratches. This is another Barber. It's a dime, 1911D. Got VF35. This one I had said VF20. 35's much better than that. But truthfully, being that it's details and it's scratched, it's probably a $15 coin in the holder. And I paid $8 for it, $12.50 into the ICG for it. So this one's probably a loss. I think it's worth about 15 bucks as it sits. You know, that's tough. Tough. But I do have a nice little type set here, even though they're not straight graded. That's not bad. Now, if there was a shining, glowing moment, it's this. A coin I paid $0 for. This is the 10 centavo. Yes, minted by the United States for the Philippines. It's straight graded MS65. This is a 1945 Denver. They put what category it fits in there. MS65 Philippines coin. You can see United States of America. Sorry, it's sweating these cold coins up in my hot house right now. And look at that, glorious on the backside. MS65. I think being in this PCGS slab, or PCGS, ICG slab, I think that's a $50 coin all day. I paid $0. This was gifted to me by one of you. 50 bucks is what I think that's worth. This is the highlight of this submission. That was a very nice surprise. I predicted it as an MS64. I actually did pretty good on some of the grades. You know, this one I said was a 10, it was an 8. We weren't that terribly off. So that's pretty cool. That's the lot of them. Now let me give you some dollars and cents here, because I did do a quick rundown. I did try and give real pricing from eBay and such as that, and what I think I can sell these for. There's the real numbers. So the cost of the coins plus my submission to ICG, $261 into the coins you see here. The number values that I gave them comes out to $280. That's a $19 difference, guys. I ain't making a profit on this. I am learning a lot from this, though. That's huge. Also, some of these may sell for a little bit more. I don't know for certain if they will. I'm going to hold on to several, but one day they'll all go up for sale, probably at, the local market that I do, or maybe I'll get a table to coin show, and we'll see if we can make a few bucks, put some coins into people's hands. All in all, it was a good experience. Will I submit to ICG again? Man, the service, the price, really good. They definitely make a case for themselves. The case is nice. It's not respected like the others are. But again, these are $10 slabs as opposed to $30, $40 slabs to PCGS. These are not coins I would ever have sent to PCGS. But they are coins that I'm happy to have in my collection. I did learn some. I hope you enjoyed seeing how this went. Now, we've got other submissions coming back. I'd like to dispel the myth that these guys are suckers and just pass everything through. 5 of my 10 are details coins. They did not straight grade. Part of that's on me. I'm new. I'm learning. The other part of that's got to be them doing their job. And that doesn't hurt my feelings. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you think below. What do you think of this whole experience? Cool? Not cool? I think it was pretty fun. I definitely learned a lot. And it's just neat to have this stuff in my stack, guys. Very cool. Thank you all for watching. That's it for today. Pirate out. Arg.